What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. I know it has been a while, but as you can see, I upgraded my setup and we are going to try to record this with the GoPro attached to my head. And we are going to do what we have done, or what we have been doing in the past, which means we are going to buy a car and we are going to see if we can make it go sideways. And what we usually did was we went to the festival and then we just went with the first car basically, and then we worked our way through. And the show I did previously, I called it Will It Drift, and I got some positive feedback, but I didn't like my camera setup that I had at the time. So I think we're gonna reboot this whole thing. And obviously I cannot go ahead and buy expensive cars all the time, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with some cheaper ones, and then we'll see if we can make a drift car out of them. So this is like a reasonable price, those two Acuras here, the Integra Type R and the Type S. So I'm gonna go for the first one, which is in fact the RSX Type S here for 25k. And yeah, it's a front wheel drive. This is actually the question, guys. Like, should we do it like should we do front wheel, or should we first? I think we first go with naturally rear wheel drive before we start to modify some other cars like all wheel drive cars and front wheel drive cars. So I think this makes a little bit more sense. So let's actually go look for the first rear wheel drive car, which is this Alpine. What is that even? It's an Alpine. Oh, this is the car manufacturer from 1973. Well, I said we are going to do it, so whatever. Let's just spend the 100k on this thing, and I'm usually gonna go for like a default color here. So one of the manufacturer colors, and if the car is nice, we're gonna modify it later. This actually looks pretty dope. Actually looks pretty dope in white. I think we're gonna choose the white one. And yeah, let's do this. Have some coffee with me. And I'm ready to try some drifts. Beautiful car though. I don't think it will be capable of drifting right off the bat. But we're about to find out. We're about to find out right now, in fact. I did modify my shifter, so I removed the, don't know if you can see that, I removed the 5-gear plate. Quickly pull that video feed up here so I can see what I'm showing you. Oh, there we go. So I removed the 5-plate shift, or the 7-gear shifter plate, let's put it that way. And I attached this thing where I can just go front and back to shift gears, which is much more like an actual drift car. So we are gonna roll with that, and yeah, let's just see where it goes. So this thing definitely does not have enough power, I guess, to spin, but let's see about that. Oh, it does actually. It does a little bit. Let's turn around here because I wanted to stay in the festival area there. I'm running with 900 degrees wheel. This is the the Trustmaster T300 RS GT that I just picked up, and it has been a huge improvement over the T150 RS that I had before. So this was really great, and we're actually in the wrong place here. I wanted to be. Let's go down here, or let's go to the festival area here. There's always a good drift zone, which is that. There it is. And I should be able to fast travel there somehow. Alright. Ah, that's exactly where I want it to be. Okay, so let's see if we can make this thing go a little bit spinning. Seems like it's capable, but it's still lacking a little bit of power, I think. This is also the most ridiculous car to start with in this series. Yeah, but it does go sideways. And in the end, the ultimate test will be to go down the volcano, of course. Yeah, it needs a little bit of work done. So let's check. Let's head into the festival and tune that up. But I think it has potential. I think we can make that work. Let me know, guys. Actually, if you are into this Will It Drift series and that we go through all of those cars and check them out, let me know in the comment section below, and then I will continue doing those videos. So let's go in, and usually what I do just here is I'll put the race flywheel, and I put some better brakes in there. I also put drift springs and dampers, which probably make the car look quite ridiculous. I'm not gonna mess around with the weight now. Actually, this car is pretty heavy, I think, so maybe we can go with a little bit of a weight reduction here. Yeah, let's throw it in. Then we go to drivetrain. Of course, we do the race clutch, we do the sport transmission, we do the race driveline, and as always, we do the drift differential. Now this is important. Boom. And let's see if this thing has drift tires. Probably has. Yep, there we go. Drift tires. And now this shit's starting to get expensive again. I wanna give it a little bit more power. It has 125 horsepower. That's nowhere close to being good for drifting. Let's rev up the engine. Okay. Sounds great. Let's put some different exhaust on there. Sounds better. Much better, in fact. 163 horsepower, guys. I think let's roll that thing up to 200. Around 200, that should be good. Probably need a bit more than that in the end, but yeah, whatever. Let's do that. All right. I don't think maybe a turbo. Yeah, a turbo. All right. Another 40k there, but I think this will be good. This will be good. This will be drifting. It's snowing outside, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but it's so nice to be snowed in. Play some Forza. It's actually great. All right. Oh yeah. That sounds way different. It feels way different. Yeah, that thing spins, and it seems to have quite a big steering angle, which we can abuse to our advantage. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna do, but I want more power. I need more power for that build. Let's add a little bit more power in there, and then we are good to go, I think. Because this is a little bit on the low end. Oh, god damn it. Did not want to get in here twice. There we are. So, let's add a little bit more to that. I think that will be way more fun if we do that. And actually, there is another turbo here, which brings it to 300 horsepower, yeah. We did not even put the intercooler there. Oh, this was this one, yeah. Okay, yeah, 300. I think 300 horsepower should do it. Yep. Let's check it out. Okay. I think now we can go ahead and take this thing down the mountain. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is what I want. This is how it, and the wheels are spinning. Look at that. Oh yeah. Okie dokie. Good thing, and off to the tuning, and we definitely need a little bit lower front tire pressure. Let's put it to 1.5. For the gear, I want a little bit more acceleration, so we put it to 310. As for the alignment, we put the front toe out on around 2 degrees to start with. I'm not gonna mess with anything else in here. These springs, yeah, fine. Rebound stiffness, we want to usually put the bump stiffness to about half of the rebound stiffness, so we're gonna do like something like that. And the last thing we do is we ramp up the differential to 100 and the deceleration also to 100. And then we go. We'll take it directly from the hill. And I never know where the zone starts, it's hard to see, but I think it's here. Alright. Low video memory. Okay, thank you Forza for reminding me about that. Oh yeah. Okay guys, are you ready? I'm certainly ready. Ah, nice. Nice turbo sound. Alright, let's do this. Yep. It is drifting. Definitely on the heavier side here. I think we can even go third. But hell, it's good! Yep, we have a little bit of an issue with the acceleration in the third. Losing too much power. So straight line, kind of messing around with third gear. It's fine, but when it goes to the curves, I did not fully spin out yet, which is surprising. I mean, on the road it's pretty fine though. It's a pretty sweet car. Alright, let's go down this hill. Yeah. It's losing way too much power in those curves. Yep, power loss. It is a hard car to drift because it's swimming a lot, and I also feel it very heavy on the wheel. Let's take this curve. Alright. Complain too much? Yeah. Let's try a fast one in third. Oh, not a good idea. Okay. Almost there. I think for the future videos we'll choose a shorter drift zone, because I see that this is getting pretty lengthy, probably super boring. Shift in the curve, come on, get back on that road. We almost made it guys, we almost made it. Such a shame that it's losing too much power in third, but this is easily fixable by ramping up the acceleration with the gearing. And there we go. That's a solid, What was that, 500k or something? Yeah! And we actually did a festival playlist task here. Completed a task. Alright guys, I think this brings the point across. This thing is definitely capable to drift the Alpine, whatever model that is. Capable drift car. Yeah, this is the first part of the reignition of this series, but let me know in the comments below if you want that I continue with this series, otherwise I can't be bothered. It's a lot of a setup that I'm running here, and it takes some time to actually to get that up and running. So let me know in the comments if you enjoy this type of content, and also show me by subscribing to the channel if that's the case. And I'll hope to see you back in the next video then. Until then guys, I'll see you.